Today we're deep in the Oregon wilderness, and you know what else has a wilderness? Subaru. Today we're going to be taking the 2023 Subaru Outback Wilderness off-road and see what it can do. At the end of the video, I will give you my conclusion of the things that I liked about it and the things I didn't like about it off-road. So I just finished taking the wilderness on some very light off-road stuff. If you know me, I do a lot of extreme stuff, so it was extremely boring for me. And this didn't perform very well, not as well as I expected. Something with wilderness in the name, you think it would be able to handle the wilderness more, but it really it doesn't. You can go flying down a gravel road because it is basically a rally car without a roll cage. But when it comes to any technical terrain, forget it. Even the lightest stuff that I think is light, it bottomed out on everything. 2 tires would come off the ground. It just really couldn't do it. So I think this car is better for just gravel roads and maybe the occasional off-cambered or crossing a little tiny tree, stuff like that. But anything technical or anything that's real muddy or extreme, forget it. This car isn't going to do it. Going through the smallest ruts that I personally went through, the car bottomed out on everything. Now this car has about an inch lift over a stock Outback, so you gain an inch of ground clearance because of the tires. Really, it's not because of the lift. So you don't really have an advantage, because I think a stock Outback would do everything that this car did. This one's just, it's got a turbo and it's cooler, and it's probably cheaper than a Touring XT. The Yokohama Geolanders, dislike them. They're not a very good tire. At high speeds on the gravel, they do not get traction at all. I guess if I aired down, it'd be a little better, but really, it's not a tire I would choose. This car may be pretty quick and has a turbo, but I think that power is really unusable on any off-road obstacle, because it just kind of power cuts, gives you no power at all. Even just to launch it on a gravel road, it takes a while. Even if you power brake it, try to build boost, it's a dog in the beginning. But once the boost is built, low end torque's there, the car, it hauls. But you know, having a turbo for an off-road application, it's not working for this car. So if a wilderness is in your future, maybe the Forester is a little better, because, you know, unless you're racing Hondas at the local high school, you don't really need the turbo. It is really fun to drive. It handles good on pavement, but otherwise, that's about it. It does everything you need it to, kinda, but not perfectly. I might be a little biased because I have a Geo Tracker on 40s and I hit big rocks, and I've never had an off-road SUV, sedan, whatever the Outback is classified as, crossover maybe. So I'm a little biased. Some people might think this car went further than they'd ever take it, and it did a good job. It did okay, but it's not up to my standards. As you can see, the first modification you'd want to do is a real skid plate. So the question is, would I buy this car for off-road use? Definitely not. Would I buy this car anyway? Of course I would. It's actually really fun. It gets a lot of attention. It's fun to rip around on the gravel roads. It's a good daily driver. It's a really good grocery getter. Really good to put the kids in. A really good road trip car. And if you just want to go hit some dirt on, you know, easy dirt, easy gravel roads, just to explore, go hiking, go to the mountains, go in the snow, this car is great. But if you want to, you know, go and actually hit the little trails, this is not the car for you. This wouldn't be the car I'd pick for that. I mean, I would sure try it, and it probably wouldn't drive home. If you want to watch another video, click right here and check this video out.